Howdy y'all, welcome to Adventures with Kendall. Today is going to be a special treat because we're going to Disneyland and watch the Main Street Electrical Parade. It's going to be a blast with all the dazzling lights and good old-fashioned Disney magic. So let's get going and go see the Main Street Electrical Parade at Disneyland. Ever since the creation of Disneyland in 1955, there has always been a parade within the Disney parks. While the first parades were very simple and provided free entertainment, they became more elaborate by 1961 when Walt Disney himself became directly involved in the designing of both costumes and floats. He was influenced by parades like the Pasadena Tournament of Roses and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Because of this, the Disney parades have become quite an attraction within the parks. And the same can be said during the summer of 1972 with the debut of the Main Street Electrical Parade. The predecessor of this new parade was the Electrical Water Pageant. This show consisted of 14 25-foot tall screens decorated with electrical lights and presented on Walt Disney World's Seven Seas Lagoon from 1971 to the present day. Not long after the pageant debut, Disney executive Card Walker commissioned the development of a similar nighttime visual spectacle for Disneyland. And despite a disastrous first rehearsal, which included a float crashing into a building on Main Street and some of the performers' costumes emitting sparks, the parade successfully debuted on schedule on June 17, 1972. The original parade floats featured the Blue Fairy, a large drum pulled by Casey Jr., Cinderella, a Chinese dragon, and a calliope. Until 1977, some of the floats, such as the Elephant Train and the American Flag Finale, were flat screens on manually pushed roller platforms similar to the Electrical Water Pageant. It was such a hit that in 1978, the Main Street Electrical Parade was the halftime show for the Orange Bowl. For another 13 years, the parade would march on through Main Street at Disneyland. Finally, the Main Street Electrical Parade closed at Disneyland on November 25, 1996, after a 24-year run. Light bulbs certified as being part of the show were sold to collectors. After the parade was closed, it was replaced by Light Magic, a new show on May 23, 1997. However, this new show was ill-fated and was shut down on September 1st of that same year. Disney quickly canceled this parade, but held off bringing back the Main Street Electrical Parade. During that time, it was refurbished and appeared in the Magic Kingdom for a limited engagement just in time for the Walt Disney World Millennial Celebration. It ended its run on April 1st, 2001, being replaced by Spectral Magic that following day. While the parade has been on hiatus multiple times, it has become a treat to watch in limited runs. And it remains a great treat to watch at the Disney parks, especially right now. I'm here at Disneyland. Let's go inside and get to our seats to get ready for the Main Street Electrical Parade. Now before we get to see the parade, let's check out the merchandise. All of this wonderful stuff is here for the 50th anniversary of the Main Street Electrical Parade. All of these are quite nice. Looks like the crowd is getting ready for a fun night of Disney magic. For you see, people will find a spot 3 hours before the parade starts. And by the time the show begins, it draws quite a crowd. Now let's sit back and watch the Main Street Electrical Parade. Here it comes, and here's the first float. Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy all on board Casey Jr. and the big Main Street Electrical Parade drum. Cheshire Cat and her mushroom. Some cute magical bugs. The caterpillar on top of his mushroom as usual. Cinderella and her entourage. Including the clock tower set to midnight. Peter Pan and Captain Hook fighting on the Jolly Roger. Oh look, there's Mr. Smee. Tinkerbell on Pixie Hollow. Pleasure Island from Pinocchio. Pete and his magical dragon Elliot, who turns invisible every once in a while to show off his magic abilities.
If you didn't quite catch that, you just wish you all a razzle-dazzle day. All right.
And finally, the float dedicated to the new characters at Disney, such as Miguel from Coco and Moana from, well, Moana. Just look at this dazzling float. If you want to see the full length of the Main Street Electrical Parade, stay tuned for the uncut videos of both the 8:45 and 10:45 shows respectively. But for now, let's head back to the studio. I hope you had a great time at Disneyland, because it was fun to watch the Main Street Electrical Parade, especially all that lights and splendor that makes great Disney magic. And I can't wait to take you on my next adventure. We're going to the small historical community of Knights Ferry to learn about its history, including the history of the famous long covered bridge. It'll be a fun time to learn about that area. Anyway, if you have a location for us to go on, comment or email down below. We would love to see your suggestions. And also subscribe and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We would love to see your faces. Now that's all the time we have here at Adventures with Kendall. See you later, folks, and may your gifts bless the world.